Hey, what's going on, everybody? So today I'm going to be doing a more in-depth walk around of the truck. It's also going to be an updated version of the first one I did. Tried to clean up the truck some, but of course it rained this morning, even though it wasn't supposed to, and still has a couple water spots, but no big deal. I'm going to get straight into the video. Starting off, I have the Aries bull bar, and it basically replaces the front tow hooks that would normally be right in this area. It's pretty sturdy. I haven't had to use it or anything like that, but makes the truck look a little bit nicer. Next are the wheels that I have on the truck. They do stick out a good bit. As you can see here, it looks really nice. I like it. They're not as tall as I'd like them to be, but the width is perfect. Pretty nice. I like the setup a lot. For those wondering which ones I have, they are the Nitto Terra Grappler G2s. The size on them are 305/55 on 20-inch rims, and the rims are 20x9 MB wheels. They did have the logo there, but I plastic dipped that out to match the all-black rim theme. And moving on down, we have the tow mirrors, which are aftermarket because the truck didn't come with them. For the side steps, I have the Iron Cross Automotive 4-inch 8-foot long tube steps. They go wheel to wheel, and they're just straight bolt on, very easy to put on. Even one person can put them on. They did come in chrome, but I didn't really want to keep them chrome, so I rhino line them as opposed to painting them, just because you know, people stepping on them so much. I don't want paint to chip or anything like that, so rhino line was the better bet, just because it's a lot tougher. It doesn't come off nearly as easy. And as for the back goes, it's pretty standard, nothing crazy back here. I still need to get a hitch for it, but I am going to be lining the bed soon. The person I'm going to go through does rhino line, even though I wanted Line-X. Unless I want to drive 2 hours to the closest one, rhino line it is, so that's what I'm going to choose to go with. And of course I'll show a video of that once that gets done. Now, to finish off the outside, I have a 2.5-inch rough country leveling kit, so you can see the spacer there, and it has this little extension for the shock here. And it's fairly simple to install. I definitely recommend getting this specific leveling kit just because it was free shipping. It was only $100, and it was very easy to install, and one person on their own, as long as you have 2 jacks, you can do it. The truck sits so much better with it leveled. I think it makes a drastic difference in the look. Most people think it's lifted. With that leveling kit, the wheels and all that stuff, it only sits about 7.25 feet tall, so it's not that much taller than normal. The wheels didn't really add too much height. It was just the level kit itself. And now we'll get into the inside. Starting off, of course, it has all power windows, locks, mirrors, all that good stuff. I do have a separate video for the mirrors, but these do retain the factory settings for controlling them from the inside, and the defroster also works as well. Each door has 2 cup holders with, it's basically just like a foamy insert, and you can remove it and clean it if you need to. Both sides of the front have those, and there's also a compartment right next to them. You can see I have a folder in here. There's this compartment. It's got some space there, and then a little lip here. It's a little dirty, you can put stuff in. And I have the WeatherTech floor mats for this truck, and I think they're awesome. My girlfriend got them for me as a present, and I would definitely choose those over stock. It's the 4-piece set as opposed to the 2-piece, which are longer, and they go over from like the driver's side all the way over to the passenger side. The 2-piece do, and then they do the same in the back. But I like the 4-piece set better because I typically don't have people sitting in the middle seat, in the front, or in the back. For the inside, let's see, I'm sitting at 54,000 miles. What you heard in the beginning was the Cobra Radar. I use it in this outlet. One, because it's closer. Two, if you guys see here, it has the little key symbol. Let me focus on that. And what that means is when the key is on in the ignition, it will provide power to this port, as opposed to this one down here and the one in the consoles that constantly stay on. As I plug the radar in, I don't want that constantly staying on. I'll start it up real quick, or at least turn it over so you guys can hear what I'm talking about.
Testing. System.
It's that. I do recommend having that radar. It's pretty nice. Close the door. Like I said, yeah, it's a nice radar. It was only, I think it cost me $70 from Academy, the sports outdoors store, and it also can link up with your phone, whether you have iPhone or Android. There's the option on the side, which is this button here. White's for iPhone, green's for Android. And I just keep it right there while I'm driving. It's not really noticeable, plus picks up really good signal there. I do have the tire pressure light on. That's because there's no sensors in my current wheels. I never put any in there or transferred the stock ones over, because when I got these set of wheels, they were already together and everything like that, so I just stick with the light on. It's no big deal. My average miles per gallon, 17.3, not too bad. I haven't had much fuel economy problems with this truck since I've had it. Here's the main menu, which you got your digital speedometer, your vehicle info, which will show you pretty much everything. PSI, if you have your sensors on, of course it'll show them there. Your coolant temp, trans, oil pressure, your oil life, which of course when you change it out you can reset them. Fuel filter life, battery, exhaust brake, how much PSI, turbo boost PSI, and then here's like a little summary of all of them on this one screen. Then we'll go back. Fuel economy, which is the first screen I was on. That's what I usually keep it on. Just nice to watch sometimes. Of course, your trip A and B, your trailer tow. Right there, obviously I don't have a trailer connected, so it's not going to show anything. And then your message boxes, which mine service tire pressure system, which I already know of. And then of course your screen setup, which you can go through and you can change the info lines, the odometer setup if you want the decimal point or not. Info line, you can change all that stuff. Time, audio, coolant. And then you can turn the menu off, and then it's back to the beginning. And then here are all your controls right on the steering wheel. Of course, your cruise control on this side. This truck is not equipped with fog lights, so here's just the standard layout for the light switch. This button down here is actually for the reverse lights above the bed in the back, and then of course you can adjust your brightness down there. And this truck is 4x4, so there's where the switch is right there. It's pretty convenient with the neutral button also. Traction control, tow haul, exhaust brake buttons down there. Here's the screen, 4x3 inch screen, and of course you got, you know, your radio, media, which will have, you know, Bluetooth, or if you're plugged in USB, phone, compass, your settings, and then more. You got your outside time clock, more on settings. It is touchscreen also, so if I didn't say that before. All your controls there for it. I just usually keep mine on radio, unless I'm using my USB, which is in here, and I'll get to that real quick after these other controls. AC, as you can see, you got it going right now. Feels good outside, but for the sake of the noise, I tried to keep it quiet and roll the windows up. And then on this side, you have the other AC, a little compartment here up top, and then also your USB port down there. Another compartment in here, which it's not that wide. Let me see there. So I basically can just put like papers like that in there, receipts, stuff like that. And then right below this center console area, you have just a little storage down here, which it's only about 1 inch high on the smallest part of this. And so I guess you can fit credit cards, papers, some coins in these spots, or just small objects like that that I guess you don't want to put in the cup holders or in the console. Let me just go over the middle area here, the console, which it is a seat. You can see I can pull it up, has a third seat in the front. Lift it up. I have a lot of stuff in here, guys, so bear with me, but it holds a lot of storage. I have, like I said, a ton of things in here, a whole bunch of little items. Your coins area there. It has this little cushion, which is nice. You have a USB port, auxiliary jack, and phone charger outlet, and that one as well only comes on whenever you have the key on. And also, this was chrome. This handle right here was chrome, but for some reason the sun just likes to hit that angle all the time, and it used to blind me. So what I did was just took off this whole assembly piece here, because there's only a couple screws, and all you do is take those out and you can take this whole top piece off. I just taped around it and plastic dipped that, so it's lasted for a long time. So I might redo it here in the next month or two, or whenever I have the can of plastic dip out again. But yeah, it's definitely staying there. Matches the black piece right here to an extent, and the cup holder, so it just looks nice. It blends in. And of course you got your sun visor, which the driver's seat does not have a mirror on it. Your lights here. You have this button is for the back window, which is a nice feature I really like. The last thing on this is it has a little light right there, you can see. If it'll focus, there it is. Really tiny. And it comes on whenever you turn on the headlights. And of course when you turn those off, the light goes off. But that light emits straight down, so if you have stuff in your cup holder, or if you need to see your phone, you hold it about right here and the light shines on it. It's really nice. I think it's a cool touch. On this side you have 3 compartments. This one up here, which doesn't go in that much, maybe about 5 inches or so. As you can see, I just have some papers and an ice scraper in there. This little compartment on the side, you can put coins in or whatever will fit. And then just below you have, well, I guess I have some napkins in there, but the owner's manual, whatever else you guys want to put in there. Nice storage, plenty of storage also. And then of course up here, the mirror for the passenger side. In the back, starting with the door, it's normal storage. Down here, same as the front. Down here also, just no cup holders. The cup holders for them are actually right here in the center of the back seat. See, there you go. And then you have your AC vents right down below. Oh, excuse me, right down below. You have under the back seat storage, which I have a lot of stuff under, and I will just keep adding to it until the seat eventually doesn't fold down anymore. Up this back mat here. There's these consoles, storage consoles on each side, and you lift them up. Of course, you know there's the bins in there. Those are removable if you need to empty out some liquid. If there's water in there, use it as an ice chest or something. That would work. Light up there with the hooks on the back, and that's pretty much sums up the interior for the truck. So now you got your engine compartment, which the truck comes factory with hood struts. These right here, which are awesome, holds the hood up for you. I've had plenty of vehicles without those, so that's definitely a luxury. All your fluids, stuff like that. There's the Cummins 6.7 liter, awesome engine. More fluids, both batteries. You got your stock ram air intake. I do plan on doing deletes, which of course things keep popping up as I have to move soon, or I will be moving soon, getting out of the military soon. All this stuff's just happening at once, it feels like. So bear with me. I am going to be posting a whole bunch of videos when I do deletes, exhaust, even the lift kit, everything like that, which I'm looking very forward to. So that's going to be a great experience. And I also have a buddy of mine, hopefully he's still here to do it, and he knows his stuff, so I'm very pumped to get this thing deleted and no longer have any DEF to worry about or EGR things. But as far as that goes, it does have the liner on the inside here, and that sums up the engine bay. There's one more thing I wanted to point out on the truck, which is the oil filter, which is right here. Mine is Mopar, so it's a gray oil filter, and I guess most people had, not most people, just a lot of people had trouble finding or getting to it, and I hadn't had an issue at all whatsoever. If you go in there and turn the wheel all the way to the right, you can access that fairly easily, and even with a filter wrench, take it out and then put the new one in. What I did as a little tip, is put a big, like a gallon Ziploc bag or even a Walmart bag or something like that over the filter, unscrew it, because oil's gonna come out, let it drop in the bag, and then you can feed it out this way and you won't get oil all over the place. And it saves from the hassle of having to clean up a lot, plus it just makes it a lot easier and quicker. And that's it for the video, guys. Give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Let me know in the comments what you thought, what you guys want to see next, all that good stuff. And of course, be sure to subscribe. I have plenty of videos in the making, and I will be releasing as soon as I can, as long as I don't have any more computer problems or weather problems for that matter. And I will catch you guys in the next video.